Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. It's been a while. It's been a while. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's get into the game. I normally have a little bit of a wait time to before the stream starts here, but I think we can do without it. I think perhaps we can do without it. So I didn't really do a whole lot. I know it's been a while since the last time we've streamed. I have done gardening once, I think, in the time that I've been out working. I've been working. But other than that, we have been slacking. We have a lot of things to catch up on concerning our garden. Let's go ahead and keep going here. Alright, now we need some magic. Hello, hello. Alright, we can get away with only one. Yeah, we only need one rain. Okay, let's pollinate. Did you get a haircut? I did. Thank you for noticing. I did. I got a haircut pretty recently. I finally got tired of complaining about needing a haircut. Looks like rank 3 is the highest I saw, so let's cast this one here. It looks good. Thank you. Thank you. I finally got tired of complaining about it. Ooh, lots of plants to harvest. I'm stuck at the table. Teleport outside. Thank you, yeah. I got a haircut, I think last weekend. I wanted to go live last weekend, but I was very, very tired. My new job has some very fun qualities to it. However, I cannot find another job, funnily enough, so I'm kind of stuck with it. But yeah, the new place I work at is fun, to say the least. To say the least. Alright, let's get these guys wandered up. It's a special place, yeah. It's a special place. They work their employees. We'll say that. They work their employees. And they don't do much else. But hopefully I can find something else. Something less annoying and, you know, everything that, you know, typical jobs are nowadays.
Today's assignment
No,
is to get a
shush,
reading by defeating one of these creatures in this location.
But,
good luck.
can I... Oh, I can't harvest them because they need pests. They have pests on them. Rank 2 is the highest one. So I can do this one. Oh, actually I can't. I don't have energy. Yikes. All the luck to you. Thank you. I really sincerely hope I can find something soon, because I am not happy with this place whatsoever. Whatsoever. But it is paying some bills. Some bills. Let's go to Celestia. I want to go to Celestia. We need to go to the Science Center. We also have a new spell that we can learn in the Science Center. This is the wrong way. I knew that. I did do a fair bit of, like, not grinding necessarily, but I logged in and did some team up stuff. Where is it? There it is. I'm not sure what we were at last time I showed this off, but I did a few of these off stream. That's about it. That's about all I had time for. That's about all I had time for. I forgot I set a mark here.
Oh, thank goodness help has come. Where are the rest of you? You didn't come alone, did you? I suppose we can make do with the party of one. The steam drowners have gone berserk. They're the mechanical workers we brought with us to help with the digging and heavy labor. Now something's gotten into the cogitators and they're attacking members of the expedition. They must be stopped.
They must be stopped. Orthrus is ready for an upgrade. So, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I have seen recently, as of the past couple of days, a lot of things regarding on YouTube regarding a certain update coming soon to Wizard 101, and I'm very, very excited. Considering the nature of what I'm doing, I think it's really, really cool that they're adding the ability to have both the top and the bottom path of spellements for spells available to you at the same time. So you can do, you know, the damage Orthrus, or if you have a bunch of shields on you, you could do the bottom path Orthrus. And, you know, do some more situational things. I have heard a lot of negative things about it, specifically regarding, like, actually getting that. That's going to take a lot of spellements and a lot of grinding. And a lot of people are not too happy about that, which I understand. I super duper understand. How's it going, dude? How's it going? Oh, it's been so long. It's been so long. I miss seeing everybody. I missed it. I need to just keep working at my job, and then eventually I'll have money saved up, and then I can stream some more. I can do more streaming. But I'm super excited. I've seen a lot of things regarding the Spellement update coming soon, and I've seen a lot of negative things about it. But personally, like I was saying, I think I kind of like it. I know that there's a lot more farming that you're gonna need to do to get both the top and bottom path spellements. But I think, like, just being able to use both at the same time is really cool. I really like that. That's kind of the one thing that I felt was lacking before, because I was upgrading the bottom path of spells because I felt like they were super niche and like situational, but I don't know. I felt like I was missing out. From my perspective, I felt like I was missing out not being able to, say, for example, trade a shield for a trap on Bloodbat. Like, you know, maybe there's a situation where I need to, you know, I would be willing to trade 1 pip for a 40% trap. Who knows? I don't know. But I felt like I was missing out not going bottom path. So having the Spellament update coming where you can go top and bottom path, even at the expense of more Spellaments, I think that's really cool. I really think that's cool. And I think that's really useful too. I think that's going to be really useful because like I was saying, there's a lot. Oh, that's not the Spellament tab. There's a lot of spells that just kind of don't really get used in the sense that, like, you know, like, why would you, let's see, what's a good one? I mean, I guess, like, Bloodbat, for example. Like, why would you go this one for 80 damage when you could just do this one for 120? You know? Like, this one, for most situations, this one is just better than this one. But there is a very, very niche and situational situation where this one could be better. And you know, being able to use both, I really like that. I really like that. That was like the one thing that I thought Spellaments was missing, in my opinion.
It's a sad bit of work, and it will cause some difficulty later on, but it had to be done. Now that the immediate threat they possess is over, it's time to get to the bottom of what caused the malfunction. I found some irregularities in the cogitators of the steam trailers, but I'll need to gather more evidence before I can be sure. Can you defeat some steam winchers and recover their cogitators? Oh, and recover the cogitators from the steam trawlers you defeated earlier. If they've got the same irregularity, then that's the source! Science in action!
Science in action! I just keep checking. I gotta keep checking if there's quests. I got to. I have to. It's in my nature. Okay. We don't need Orthrus in the deck right now. Oh, we actually didn't need to defeat these guys. Right? No, we just need the Winchers. We need the Winchers. Ooh. These guys are myth. God, myth has so many spells. Too many spells. We're just gonna brute force it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna brute force it even though they resist us. You might be noticing as well that my my pips are set to storm pips. There's no... I can't wait to learn that spell. That's the best spell in the game. Oh, Andy's buffing us too. Huge. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I set my pips to storm pips. There's no particular reason for that. I have the storm fusion thing. Spell fusion, storm... What is it called? I don't even remember. Spell weaving. I spell weaved into storm. That way I could get the blade, the 45% blade. And that's really the only reason. It's a 2-pip blade. But, yeah, that's why I have storm pips. Not of any particular reason, rhyme or reason. 9,000. Alright, we just need one more battle with these guys. Rap, rap. I love those guys. I don't think we need the third pip. I think we are pretty safe not using our third blade. I should say, not a third pip. I think we're pretty safe. We'll go ahead and let it rip, see what happens. But yeah, I figured I'd drop a at least a short stream. I figure I'd stream for at least probably another 40 more minutes, at least, before I head to bed. I gotta be up in the morning for work again, unfortunately. But I think I wanna I'm gonna brainstorm some ideas. I want to release a YouTube video, and I want to see how it does. But it's basically just going to be a video of me doing some like team-up kiosks or something like that, just some random things, or maybe just farming a dungeon or something for spell elements. Who knows?
I'm impressed. You took them apart like a born mechanic. Are you sure you don't want to give up the whole wizard thing?
Yes. But what I was saying though is I think it's just gonna be kind of like some footage, gameplay footage, and I want to talk more about the Spellement update that's coming up, because I've seen a lot of people talking about it in a negative light, but I feel like this is a really big step in the right direction. And I'm really, I feel like a lot of the positives are being drowned out, but I feel like this is a really big step in the right direction. The minion thing I'm not too sure about yet. I would need to, put my own two hands on it and see how it feels, and see kind of, how it operates. But I want to, paint the update in a more positive light and see how that does. I'm not sure.
Now that I can identify the glitch in the cogitators, I can formulate a defense. We have a galvanic fence using power drawn from the galvanic towers, but it was deactivated by the Steambot revolt.
Steambot revolt. Alright, I think these jars, there's a bunch of them over here. Yes. There is. Stuck on the rock. Johnson? Dwayne? Mr. Dwayne. Number 3. Now we just need to galvanize some towers. Let's not teleport. There we go. There's another person over there. I was not expecting another person.
Excellent work. You've bought us some precious safety and managed to avoid electrocuting yourself. If you're willing to stay on and help a bit more, I'm sure that Engineer Montgomery will welcome your help. He's in the Arboretum right now. Just drop in and tell him I sent you.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the NPC. Yes, this is the NPC we need to talk to anyways for our spell. But I think we can teleport to him. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
What can I do for you on this fine day, my spell-slinging friend? Oh, a quicksilver shield? Not a problem. I've got one right here. Oh, wait, I don't. Are you daft?
Alright, dude, thanks.
Of course it'll be a bit of a problem. It's not like I've got a brace of them in my pocket. If you want a quicksilver shield, you'll have to help me get the stuff to make it with. Quicksilver. The only source of quicksilver is a runaway steamboat called Talos. He made off with the last of our supply. He's hiding in one of the towers in the crystal reactor. I'd have dealt with the troublesome git by now, but I'm busy.
But I'm busy.
Who's that there? Come any closer and I'll fry your gears with galvanic energy. Oh, my pardon. I thought you were one of them renegade constructs. The constructs have run amok. Something's turned them bunkers and they keep attacking the expedition. I'll need your help locking things down around here, if you're willing to help. Can you buy us some time? If you can, thrash a handful of them Hydra mechs and steam valets. That'll do us nicely. So keep an eye out and give 'em what for.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this quest first, because this quest is going to give us a new spell. And I would like a new spell. I think that's really cool. I like learning new things. Alright, so we're going to run this way. And there's apparently a Talos around here. Whatever that is. Who knows? Oh, right over here. Alright, let's see. It's a myth enemy, I guarantee it.
What is this intruder doing in these premises? Hypothesis. Intruder has come in search of Quicksilver. Action. Attack.
Okay, well, I thought there was going to be a myth enemy, but there is not. So we're just going to defeat him, I guess? I was going to say he only has 4,000 health, only. Whoa, first turn Hydra, huh? Okay. A charm. Oh. I see. Mr. Goopster. Whoa, I've been blessed by Mr. Goopster himself. Welcome in. Nice name, what a coincidence. Okay, do we do enough with 2 blades and a feint? I think we do. I think? We will find out. We will find out. What do we do? Dude, Hydra is so powerful. Okay. Can we do it with just 2 blades and a feint? We crit. Did we crit on the boss, though? Did we crit on the boss? I don't think we did, but that's okay.
After Talos is defeated, you find several bottles of Quicksilver.
We did more than enough. That is a-okay. Alright, I think we have a mark set by a teleporter? Yes. So we can actually just teleport to Montgomery and make it much quicker. We're gonna learn a new spell soon. Didn't even need it.
That was some piece of work. I'll have you a Quicksilver shield right quick.
A few moments of work, and Engineer Montgomery fashions a gleaming shield of shining, shimmering silver.
That should do you nicely. Take that back to your school with you, and good luck.
Sweet. Now I think we're gonna learn a new spell. I think that's all we needed to do. We did most of the other stuff. So now we can go talk to Cyrus. And I think we're gonna learn Medusa? If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure we were learning Medusa. Unless this is Basilisk, but I think we learned Basilisk already. Yeah, we got Basilisk. So yeah, we're missing Medusa. And I think now that we've learned Medusa, we can learn another spell as well. What level is this character? Level 70.
Am I correct to assume you've done what I asked? Good.
Good.
Do not think for a moment that even with a Quicksilver shield, you will be completely safe from the Medusa. She was last sighted in the ruins of the Academy in Dragonspire. Take your shield. You will need it.
Heck yeah. Okay. There it is. Now we need to go to the Dragonspire Academy. I'm 63 currently on my first playthrough. Oh, nice, nice. What world are you in? I have been doing all of the side quests leading up to where I'm currently at, which is why I'm such a high level. Normally you are, I think, probably at the very beginning of level 60, or maybe even like late level 50s, maybe, by Celestia.
You see some scales on the ground. They don't look like they belong to drakes or draconians.
Ooh.
You summoned me, brought a shield to ward your eyes from my glare. You are cunning and resourceful. I will serve you.
I'm at Celestia, I think maybe halfway through. Heck yeah. I'm slowly but surely making progress to the last world that I have ever done in Wizard 101, which is the last world that I remember doing is Zafaria, I think. The one that's right before oh no, it's Azteca. No. Avalon. Yeah, it's the one right before Azteca. That's the furthest I've ever made it in Wizard 101. And I'm quickly approaching the highest level I've ever been in Wizard 101. I get the last like 4 to 5 worlds confused so much. Yeah, anything past Celestia, I know Celestia is after Dragonspire. Anything past that is like very fuzzy for me.
Despite your best efforts, you've impressed me. Use this spell with caution in the future.
Heck yeah, we finally learned Medusa. Oh, I thought that meant we could learn something else. Oh well, I thought that's what that meant. Yeah, we're gonna learn some new spells coming up soon. This is super exciting. I'm super excited. I know, I got spoiled. Because the only reason I got spoiled on this was because I saw the Gobbler spell, which is a myth spell. And I was like, where do you learn that at? Like, where do you get the spellements for that to learn that? I want to learn that. It's a cool spell. It's like a little guy. You summon a gobbler out and he just farts on you. It's a super, super awesome spell. But I was looking into it and I wanted to learn where you get that spell at. And apparently, after level 100, there is a new trainer for your school. So apparently there's more spells to learn from a new trainer eventually. We do need to pick up these spells as well. Where's the teleporters at? Over here. I need to remember that marks don't go away anymore. The marks stay.
You seem to be interested in helping us out. I'm curious if I could have a moment of your time. One of the Aquabots stole some schematics I was working on, a restructuring to the design of our steam valets. I worry the plans will fall into the wrong hands and be used to restructure the steam valets arrayed against us. Could you find the Aquabot that took the schematics and remove them from its custody?
Perhaps. Maybe. Yeah, I'm doing a lot on this character. I have a lot of plans for this character. I'm hoping with the new Spellament updates coming soon that they keep expanding on the spells and make some really cool things happen. I saw that Myth is getting a new minion on one of the troll Spellament spells paths. There's most of I think the tiers 1 through 6 spells are getting a third path. I'm really excited for that. We need to defeat Aquabots, and we also need to defeat Hydromechs. It looks like there's a bunch more Aquabots over here. Let's do that. Oh, let's take these out of the deck. I don't think we need all of those. I definitely could have optimized my deck a little bit better for this fight, but it's okay. That's what I had someone telling me yesterday. Balance School is also getting a buff. Ooh, what are they getting? I really don't know much about the update. I haven't had too much time to really dive into the patch notes and see all the fun YouTube videos that people make about it. I haven't seen much about it. I've seen a couple of things. I know that they're changing the casting animations, like when you cast your spells. Your school symbol looks a little bit cooler now. Some schools get a little bit cooler animation, like I know Fire gets cooler fire effects for their casting animation. That's going to be really cool. Their blade percent is getting an increase, I believe. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. That's really exciting. That's really exciting. I hope they get buffed to be like everyone else's, like 35%. Like, I don't get why. I mean, I do get why they're weaker, but I don't know. I feel like at this point, it's like, just let them buff. You know? I like never see Balance Wiz, so it'll be good to see. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Balance is my second favorite school. I think I've been preaching ever since I started. Besides Myth, Balance is my other go-to school. I think Balance is really cool. Like, they have the jack of all trades kind of aspect. They can kind of just do anything, and I think that's really cool.
Wonderful. They're a bit soggy, but none the worse for wear. I'm reviewing these schematics now, and I'm almost ready to implement them. Could you assist me? I'll need an actuator from one of the steam winches and a hydro spanner from a watermaton. Can you fetch them for me?
You probably have to go into the Arboretum to find them. Happy hunting!
The steam winchers are the Myth enemies, yes. So let's go ahead and take care of these guys real quick. Where did all my... Oh, never mind. Okay. I was like, where did all my blades go? ads. Sorry if I miss anything. No worries, no worries. I had a max level balance follow me the other day, and he was the first I've ever met. I've met one single max balance wizard way back in the day, and this was not like this was a long time ago. So this was back when max was like 120, maybe. And I was running through like Avalon or something like that, and there was a max level balance that queued up for one of the dungeons, and it did a lot of damage and it was using some cool spells, but you know, they just were. I asked them, I forget what it was, but I asked them about balance, and they don't like balance. No balance player likes balance. And I think that's really sad. I think that's really unfortunate. They're all super depressed about their school. Alright, now we need to defeat water matons. Those are gonna be... oh, right over here apparently? Oh. Heck yeah. Let's put a frog in. Let's see what Froggy can do. 1,000. I think we can do that. I think we can do 1,000 with a frog. No problem. We might be able to just do it off rip. I'll double blade just to be safe. But I think we could have just done it off rip. Yeah, I know doing the side quests takes a little bit extra time, but I think it's really cool. I really want to see what level or how quickly we can get to max level without doing any of the housing gauntlets. I know there's a few housing gauntlets that we can do that give EXP as well. I think you can have someone join in at max level, and it scales the difficulty based on the highest level wizard that's in the thing. So you can have like a max level wizard run you through and carry you and take you through and get a buttload of EXP, but...
Outstanding! They're not even scratched. This is a wonderful opportunity to further the art of construct engineering, so I'd like to beg another moment of your time. One of those curious, rough aquatic constructs is named Amphibiton. It resides in the crystal reactor. This Amphibiton seems to have greater independent thought, more so than its lesser counterparts.
Could you dismantle Amphibiton and bring me back its postulator gear? I'd like to take a look at what makes it so unique.
The postulator gear. We can do that. Let's go grab his butt gear. We could defeat some hydromechs, but I think we're gonna go do this first. Could have taken the teleporter, but it is what it is. I hate overestimating my damage and not having anything to follow it up with. I soloed from 1 to 50, then have been playing with my friend recently. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm super jealous. I think playing the game with a friend is way more fun, in my opinion. It's way, way, way more fun. I'm hoping, so with this character, I plan on doing everything.
Detect incoming aggression. Assessment, considerable threat. Reaction, destroy.
Destroy. I plan on doing everything, so that includes obtaining all available badges, doing all of the fishing stuff, filling the Angler's Tome, as well as Monstrology as well. I do plan on doing pets as well at some point, but at some point I'm gonna hit a wall where all the content that I have left is going to be revolving around just mindless grinding, specifically for like badges, or maybe for the pet tome, or whatever the case is. And I think in that case, this is, of course, putting the cart before the horse. Don't get me wrong, I'm well aware. But there will come a time where, there's not much more content that I can get out of this character, and I will be, forced to, resign myself to, like I mentioned, just mindless grinding, whether that's spending all of my energy trying to get a specific fish, or just doing a dungeon over and over again, like for, where is it? For Aquila, you have like this for defeating Zeus 35 times. Stuff like that, it's just grinding the same thing over and over again. There won't be much content that I could squeeze out of this character eventually at some point, and so I will start a new character with the same goal in mind, to do as much as possible while retaining this character to, complete things as new updates come out. But I think with that separate character, what I wanted to do is use this character to, socialize, make friends, and find a group, and then maybe for the second character, have a group of friends that we're all kind of working together to accomplish as much as possible in Wizard 101. I think that would be really cool. While, the challenge of doing everything in Wizard 101 is fun, don't get me wrong, and I don't have any plans to stop or abandon this for anything else. I think having a group would be even more so fun. Just having, 2 or 3 other people to run around and spam some dungeons with, or run through some quests, or whatever the case is, I think sounds really awesome. What do you think will be the hardest part in your opinion? I think the hardest part of it all, in my opinion, is going to be probably the spell elements, if I'm being honest. If I'm being completely honest. I do plan on maxing out spell elements, and especially with the new update coming out, I'm gonna need a lot of them, and I'm gonna need to farm a lot of spell elements. And I think the hardest part is definitely gonna be maxing out like the lower tier spells, just because of how much grinding for the in lower dungeons, if that makes sense, that you have to do, because you have to scale your level down, and that's gonna make things a lot slower, for sure. It's gonna make things a lot slower. I just spent a few days helping my friend catch up to me in level so we can start going through stuff together, and then eventually make new ones at the same time. Sorry for the paragraph. Oh, no worries, dude. I totally get how that is. I'm doing something kind of similar-ish in another game that I'm playing, Maple Story, if you're familiar with it. But it's essentially an MMO, kind of, you get gear, you defeat enemies, you get gear, you make your gear more powerful, you enhance it, you make your damage stronger so you can fight stronger enemies and get better gear, and rinse and repeat, and it's basically just that. But I play it with a friend, and I'm a lot stronger than he is, but that's only because I've played the game for so much longer than he has. And so I've spent a lot of time trying to help him catch up to where I am, so that we can meet each other up a little bit and start fighting some bosses together. I've heard of Maple Story, but haven't tried it. As a MapleStory player, I want to recommend it so badly, but it is straight up like crack. That, you know, I really can't recommend you try crack. I really can't.
I hope it wasn't too difficult to procure this. Now let me place this into the steam wincher I've been modifying.
Activating, analyzing, calculating. Mode hostile. Goal destruction. Action escape.
Oh my.
Oh
What
my.
have I done? Praxis was meant to be the perfect servant. Now he will destroy us all. He'll need to charge his batteries. He's only got a partial charge. If he regains full power, we're doomed. He must have run into the crystal tower in the center of the dome. You must stop him.
Got it. I can do that. Yeah, it's for sure a game. It's a game that you kind of have to, you really have to not dedicate yourself to, but like it's an old game. It's got a lot of years of updates and mechanics and things that go into it, and it's not a simple game like WIZARD100 is. And so you have, like, for example, once we load into this dungeon, I'll kind of give you an idea of how it works.
Incoming threat. Assessment highly dangerous. Goal destroy.
So with WIZARD101, you have, you know, your hat, robe, boots, wand, you know, your different pieces of gear that you can equip. In MapleStory, you're not limited to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of gear that can potentially give you stats. In MapleStory, you have like 35, I think, pieces of gear. You have like a lot of slots. And all of the gear comes in a form that we call clean. So essentially, it would come in something like this, where, you know, you would have basically garbage stats. Like the piece of gear would be not worth using at all whatsoever. But you have four whole different enhancement systems that you can use to basically turn something like this into something like what I'm wearing here, to make it so that it's like something really good and like leagues above, you know, anything that's, you know, anything else you can find for your level range, if that makes sense. Do you ever stream it, or you focus mostly on 100% Wiz right now? I do stream it every once in a while. It doesn't really do well on stream, to be honest. Let me put Prism in my deck. We just need one. Yeah, that'll be fine. But it doesn't do super well on stream. I would love the opportunity to stream it more. The only thing that's preventing me from doing so, in my opinion, is just the fact that I can't do very many bosses in that game. And that's kind of the more exciting aspect of it, is seeing, you know, how well, you know, you can play the game mechanically to fight the bosses, because the bosses in MapleStory, they require some technical skill. You need to know how to move your character, how to, you know, use your abilities to survive boss fights and complete certain mechanics, because some mechanics in boss fights are like, you know, you have to interact with them no matter what you do. And if you don't interact with them, then you fail the boss fight and you just lose. So there, you know, it's kind of a test of skill, and so the boss fights are definitely the more exciting aspect of the game. The grinding and like farming aspect of it, there's not very much to do. It's just kind of, you sit in one map and then you kill thousands of enemies on repeat in a loop. You run around the map, you pick up items and kill enemies and loot items and kill enemies and loot items and kill enemies and loot items. and you don't move much. You just sit in one map for about 2 hours. So, you know, there's not much to do outside of bossing in terms of that, which is why I think it doesn't do very well on stream. But I think once I get a little bit stronger and I can start tackling some, you know, some of the more like late game bosses and end game bosses and stuff like that, that's definitely a lot. That's going to be a lot more exciting, and at least once in a while, streaming MapleStory would be pretty fun to do after that. But it's more so a game I play kind of in my off time, just to kind of relax. I've played the game since I was like 12 years old, so I've played the game for a very, very long time, and I'm very, very familiar with it. It's like my comfort game.
You saved us all! Back to the drawing board, I suppose.
Good job, good job. Alright, now back to the main quests. We need to... There was a book in there that we missed. Oh well. We gotta defeat some hydromechs. I can't believe we did that. That's understandable in the same way with some games. Yeah, I mean, I've streamed it a few times in the past, just regardless, just because it is one of my favorite games. I think, you know, it's kind of unavoidable. I really love MapleStory. I really want it to, I will always try to make it work, even if it doesn't. Eventually, I will inevitably stream it. I can't help myself. It's so good. It's like I said, it's like crack. It's like crack. But for now, that's my goal. Just to play a little bit more and see if maybe some bossing content does a little bit better on stream. I hope it does. I hope it does. Fingers crossed. Also, we learned just now from those last enemies that we can defeat them with just one blade and a frog. A buff frog. I'll tune in if I see it. Oh, well, thank you very much. I hope to satisfy. It's definitely a niche game. It's definitely a niche game. But if I'm ever ending and I'll see you live, I'll send a raid your way also. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I that's something I need to get better with myself. I forget. It's one of those things where, like, at the very end of my stream, I'm just like, I'm either like super tired and I'm just ready to like go take a nap or go to bed or go make dinner, you know, whatever the case is. And I'm ready to go, you know, and I just end stream and I go. I need to get better at raiding when I end stream. I need to raid people. I honestly always forget, but I think I might as well. Hey, if you forget, don't worry about it. I literally always forget. I'm gonna try to remember this time. It's something I haven't even remembered to do, like, when I start a stream. Like, it slips my mind completely that I can even do that. But I mean, it's a good way to make some friends. I should be, you know, more proactive in that. It's a very good way to make friends. Alright, that's the steam valets that we needed to take care of, and now we can talk to Engineer Montgomery and turn in our main story quest.
It's a fine thing you done for us indeed. Now, let's get to work putting things back to right. One of the first orders of business is to get the power running. That'll help us immensely. Can you go and assemble my toolkit from where it's been scattered? Them renegade automatons spread them near and far. Come to think of it, while you're at it, you can use them on the generator to get it back on its feet.
We leveled up. We're level 71. Wiz community has been super inviting to me so far. Me as well. I have also noticed that that was one of the things that I was really worried about with doing this. I mean, maybe not challenge, but you know, playing the way that I am playing is just kind of resources, because you know, doing things like monstrology as well. These spells cost 100,000 gold each. Just resources in general, like gold, getting things like couch potatoes, farming that, farming gear from like things like Mount Olympus. That was kind of what I was worried about, and I wasn't gonna have time for things like making a pet. But I've had a lot of people just randomly like volunteer to hatch with me, to carry me through dungeons, to do, you know, all X, Y, and Z to help. Like, I've like nothing but support. And even like the things that I'm not comfortable with, like taking help from, for example, I kind of have not like a thing against it, but I don't necessarily want to have, you know, 3 other max level wizards just running me through everything and, you know, one-shotting everything. I feel like that kind of takes what little challenge there is away for the time being. Well, the bosses aren't cheating. And so, you know, when I ask people to not, you know, join in on max level wizards and, you know, spam through everything, people are very respectful. They understand. They know I'm not trying to berate them or, you know, make fun of them or anything like that. They're just, you know, they're cool. Everybody's cool.
Engineer Montgomery's instructions, you repair the generator.
I'm working on pets now. I'm only like 3 stats away from it being perfect. Holy. Anytime I have a max level offer me to help in dungeons, I have to say no always. It's like, I really appreciate it, and under normal circumstances, by all means, I fully welcome, you know, being carried. You know, I have nothing, absolutely nothing against getting carries, or people who do get carries. I think that's awesome, and you know, if I wasn't doing what I'm doing, I would welcome it.
Great work! I'll make an engineer out of you yet. You're on a roll, my young friend. Now let's get the power here back up and running so's we don't have to depend on you. Can you go to the galvanic towers and reset the power relay to send the juice running this way? It's right simple, really.
It's right simple, really. See, we have to do this in a specific order, I think. Yeah. Then this one, then the far one. The only time I've said yes was when I was resetting the waterworks.
The power relays on, sending galvanic energy through the circuits back to the Arboretum.
Resetting the waterworks boss for mega snacks. I only have 1 couch potato, so I struggle a lot with snacks. I will say I have accepted it on 2 occasions. One was also with waterworks, and I try to make it a point to clear a dungeon at least once without, you know, relying on a max level, just one-shotting everything. But for a dungeon that I'm gonna farm over and over again, like for waterworks to get my waterworks gear, I I really don't mind having a max level in there, one-shotting everything. I think that, you know, for the sake of speed, that's fine. As long as I've, you know, done it at least once or can do it, you know, with a group of other people, I think that's perfectly fine. It just speeds it up and makes it faster, and then I can move on to the actual content of, you know, doing quests and farming some other stuff. But that is the one time I've done it. The second time I've done it was I was severely lacking in gold, and someone teleported me to I think it was Mirage, and we were farming a few of the Gulcher enemies for some couch potatoes, and I was selling off some of the gear drops and stuff like that for some gold. I ended up only getting, I think, 2 couch potatoes from that whole ordeal, which is not a ton, but 2 more than I had previously. And I did spend a lot of time off stream as well farming the wandering spirits, I think they're called, in Grizzleheim. So I do have like 7 or 8 couch potatoes total, which isn't, you know, a full, was it 64 plot, I think is the max or something like that. But, you know, it's a good start. It's a good start. I have some snacks, you know, incoming. I need to sell everything in my bank. My mod gifted me close to 50 packs, so I have a ton of stuff I don't need or can't use. That's really cool, 1, but 2, that's also kind of awful because those things are like not easily sellable and get rid of. So they just clog your inventory, and oh my god, they're a nightmare to get rid of, and it feels so wasteful to just trash them. I saved some stuff in my shared bank for future Wiz, but like, I told them not to. She kept sending against my will. That's so terrible. That's so terrible. I mean, that's awesome, but that's one of those, it's a cursed blessing.
You've done it! I'm right proud of you. One of my own junior engineers could not have done any better.
Suffering from success is what we call that.
Those pesky automatons are coming from somewhere, to be sure. If we can find out where, you can stop them at the source. They're right simple constructs without much in the way of free thought. They follow their instructions to the letter. Can you go get the cogitator circuit from one of them? It should lead you back to where it came from.
It should, he says. It should. Yeah. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome in. We need to defeat watermatons, which are the life ones. Let's see, can we grab these 2 life enemies right here? Nope, we're gonna grab 1 ice one. No, we did grab the 2 life. We're just that good. We're just that good. I did that on purpose. I meant to do that. Yeah, I also realized something too. I knew that the casting sound effects for each of the schools was different. Like, you know, casting myth sounds different than casting a life spell, for example, just, you know, between the battle that we're doing right now. But I didn't like realize what the sound effects were until just recently.
The cogitator circuit. It's difficult to read, but you think the instructions lead back to the conservatory.
And I got the opportunity recently because I saw a video on YouTube that was going over the casting symbol changes that they did for the new animation, the new spellcasting animations. And I saw there was a video where they slowed it down, and when
You examine the doors. They're sealed, but you can see the signs of hydrobot tracks leading outward.
when they slowed it down so that you could see the actual animation changes, I noticed the sound that played in the background, and I was like, wait a minute, that's really cool. And I went back and rewatched it to listen to the sounds. But if you ever have the chance, listen to the sound of the casting animations, or like the casting things when you cast a spell of your school. Listen to all of the schools slowed down and like really listen to it. That's really cool. It's really cool.
The conservatory, eh? Bad news for certain. It's been sealed for some time now and surely won't be easy to get into. Getting into the conservatory will be a right bit tricky and will take a bit of hard work. So far as I can tell, it needs 3 different power sources, one from each of the celestial energy types: sun, moon, and stars. To the best of my knowledge, the best place to get that kind of energy is in the celestial fountain, smack dab in the middle of the Arboretum. Once you gather 3 power cores from the watermatons, take them to the fountain and put them where they seem to fit. That should do the trick.
Lurking for now. No worries, no worries. I think I am actually about to end the stream here pretty soon. I'm starting to get very, very sleepy. I have to be up very early for work in the morning. I do not wish to work, but unfortunately, I have some bills that need to be paid. And I need to make sure my puppy has food on the table, so to speak. But we can do this quest at least while we say our goodbyes. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff planned. Unfortunately, this week I do work for the next like 5 days, so I will be fairly busy with working. But I will be back to play some more Wizard 101. Hopefully, maybe like tomorrow. I don't work until kind of early into the afternoon. So if I wake up early enough, I might be able to get a quick stream off and do a little bit more progress on Wiz, rather than being restricted to only playing during my weekends. I feel like that's kind of a waste, but my job has me very, very exhausted after work, and before work, I'm very, very eager to just relax and do nothing, and so that ends up in a culmination of me just being very lazy. That's it just ends up with me being very lazy. But hopefully we can get this figured out soon, our schedule situation. Hopefully I can get you know, enough money saved up so that, you know, I can cut my hours a little bit and be okay, and have more time to focus on streaming and stuff like that. I have a lot of plans for videos and stream content that I really want to, you know, push forward, but I just don't have time. I just don't have time. What's your occupation? If it's not private. Oh, no worries. I don't think it's super private. I just work at a local grocery store, but the business that owns it is I guess not very they don't keep very close tabs on their individual businesses, because it's, you know, a big business. They have a lot of locations, and the management at my place is very, you know, exactly, you know, the kind of management you'd expect at a place like this. Basically Walmart? Kind of, yeah, basically. It's not quite Walmart, but, you know, it's exactly what you'd expect from something like Walmart, you know, management. They just do not care about you. You are just a number to them, and you could, they'll give you a literal impossible workload. And then if you don't finish it, then that's your fault. You should have worked harder.
You
So.
place the power cores into the alcoves for the sun, moon, and stars. A moment later, a key materializes above the fountain. You take it, but something about it doesn't look right.
It's one of those super frustrating things, both mentally and physically, because I'm in charge of kind of a lot of liquid stuff, so I'm moving around a lot of really heavy things to unpack and unload and stock and all that stuff. There's big boxes full of just gallons and gallons of liquid, and that stuff's heavy, and I have to, unload like 600 plus boxes of product, and that stuff is, it's not, look at me. I'm not like Randy Savage or nothing, like, at least you're getting exercise in. Yeah, I will say that.
Did you get a key? Let's have a gander at it, shall we? Oh, no. This key's damaged. The flanges are misaligned, see? It won't be taking you anywhere in the shape it's in. The best bet for fixing that key is to use some proper Marlebonian tools and parts to make sure it goes right. Can you go back to the research station and fetch some gearworks from the construct assembler? Those will do nicely, thanks.
But yeah, it's a lot of just really fun stuff. It's not that the work itself is hard. It's very manageable. I can, I've worked physically demanding jobs before. It's not like the worst thing in the world. I can handle the physicality of it. That's not really the issue at all. It's mostly just the fact that, I do have to really, I have to work hard. I have to bust my butt to, get my workload done. And I do a good job. I will say, I can at least say that I'm proud of the work that I get done. I do a lot of work, even for my small frame. I move a lot of products, more than I should, for how much I'm being paid. That's for sure. And then to be, to have it, to turn around and have someone tell you that, things are falling apart because of you, even though you are one of only 2 people in your department total for running an entire department 7 days a week, from open to close. The hours don't add up there. The hours don't add up there, especially when you have a big department like that. There's definitely, it's one of those situations where you need a third person, or even a fourth person to come in and be in that position. And yet they refuse to hire, and the people that they do have here, they treat like shit. So it's just one of those situations, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It makes it very difficult to be excited for work when you're just gonna have everything thrown in your face. It makes it very difficult to do your best. To want to do your best, I should say. But regardless, work is work. It pays the bills, so it is what it is. I have to grit my teeth and deal with it. There's nothing I can do. So it is what it is, but unfortunately, I do have to leave to get ready for work tomorrow. I'm not very excited, but I do need my sleep. So I am going to head out of here. I do hope to see you guys soon. Like I said, I hope I have some time tomorrow before I head into work to stream, at least for like a quick 30-40 minutes, maybe an hour, hopefully. But, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and if you guys are farming anything, good luck. good luck on your farms. May the RNGesus bless you. May RNGesus bless all of you. I want to see if I can raid someone. Does anybody have any specific people in mind that they would like me to raid? If not, I will just be searching WIZARD100 on Twitch and scrolling down and finding someone with not very many viewers and just sending in a raid. Let's see, this person says pulling an all-nighter. Alright, let's see. /raid. Alright, we are going to raid Warlock of Nature. Looks like this person is doing some PvP right now. And their title says, pulling an all-nighter, question mark, question mark? That should have plenty of content for you guys. Go give some love, support, and say hello to them for me. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.